Do you want to know how to ruin your life as a man? It's actually quite simple. Just keep doing what most other men do, like ignore your gut, chase comfort, waste time, or better yet, allow other people to dictate your life, decisions, and more, and then you act shocked and surprised with how your life pans out. In this video, I'm going to show you the exact blueprint for destroying your life, your potential, so hopefully you can do the opposite. And if you find that you're halfway down this path and you feel like you are ruining your life and self-sabotaging, then let me help you. Book a free discovery call with me. The link's in the description down below. We ruin a good thing sometimes as men, and that could be anything. And especially if we've been through a lot of trauma, we've been through a lot of pain, or we've been through very long droughts. And this doesn't have to necessarily be with women. This can be in our work, with our mental health, with our social life, with trying to lose weight or achieve a goal. The problem is, through our impatience, through our desperation and so on, we turn to certain things, certain people, and certain mindsets, assuming this is the answer, this is the breakthrough we need. And then we return to the familiar, the comfort. We silence our noise, that positive noise that's going to make us move forward and break free. It saddens me when a man reaches out to me or as a friend or whatever, and they say, this is it now, I want to make a change. And you give them a simple exercise, such as write a letter to your former self. Look deep within yourself. Ask the deep questions. Show up. Make the effort. And they immediately write themselves off and write that off, even though it seems quite trivial and simple, because they think it's not going to work and it's a waste of time. So they'd rather sabotage and spiral and waste more time and energy dismissing everything and anything, not trying anything, not even showing up, and then ruining their life in the process. Men like this, most men, deal with absolutes. When I was addicted to gambling, I said, well, this is my vice. It will be stuck with me for the rest of my life. So then I wrote my future off as a gambling addict. Or smoking. Well, you know, it helps me calm down and there's nothing else I can do, so I'm going to smoke for the rest of my life. Well, I'm going to be single for the rest of my life. Well, I'm not going to make money. Well, I'm not going to have success. I'm never going to have a girlfriend. I'm never going to do X, Y, and Z. You can ruin your life in so many different ways. You can have it all and then ruin it. There are so many variables, so many obstacles, so many circumstances that can happen. But this is for the men in particular who are doing the bare minimum. This is for the men who want a change, but don't realize and recognize the mistakes they're making. This goes deeper than having negative thoughts. This is about actions and decisions and being very easily manipulated, very, very easily swayed and persuaded as well to be around people and situations that are holding you back. How do I know all of this? Because I used to do it. I see men doing this, and this is not an age thing. It doesn't matter where you are, how old you are, whatever. Most men do this. So in order to not ruin your life, you need to do what most men don't do. And the first is surround yourself with strong men, positive men, men who make you feel uncomfortable in a good way. Because most men ruin their lives by surrounding themselves with weak men. So if your friends are any of the following: unmotivated, in the sense that they just can't get a fire, a spark going about anything. Now, don't get me wrong, they suggest and say that they will. They'll say, this is the year I'm going to lose weight. This is the year I'm going to break free from that addiction. This is the year that I'm going to expand my mental capacity. This is the year I'm going to start a YouTube channel. This is the year that I'm going to really go for it. Instead, they don't do any of those things. They say things like, I just want an easy life. Maybe they're very coddled by parents or friends or family who just always bail them out of problems. Maybe they just want things simple and easy and to check boxes. But there's no real motivation there other than just to do what society tells them. Where's the real goal? Where's the real transformation? Where's the real passion and burning desire? It's not there because these people, these men, don't want to do anything. They'd rather choose comfort. Or maybe your friends are lost. They may have all the boxes checked, but are mentally and emotionally dead inside. Maybe their life is in disarray. Maybe there's constant drama, problems and situations, and they come to you to fix them even though they never want to be fixed. And every time you think you're close to saving them, they self-sabotage and spiral and go 100 steps back. Maybe your friends are constantly coping. Well, guess what? You will too. Mediocrity is contagious. What's the point in having the motivation to change and have an amazing life when your friend opposite you can't even be bothered to sign up to a gym? What's the point in asking yourself those deep questions and saying and demanding there's more out of life and from you when that person can't even navigate their mobile phone to respond on time? What's the point in having standards and believing in yourself when cope is there? I've said this many times in many videos that you must audit your circle. Cut out the noise and find men who challenge you, not just co-sign your excuses. I get a lot of emails, so I speak to a lot of men, and a large portion of these men don't want to do the work, don't want to face the truth, don't want to cut away the familiar, not realizing that the weak men are ruining their lives as well. Next, you want to ruin your life or give women power over your identity? So do the following: chase validation, prioritize attention over purpose, and let rejection and ghosting and all that nonsense define you. And slowly, if you do that, you'll forget how you were or who you were before you even started begging for love. This can happen as young as 14 and 15, when lust and testosterone is rising in a young man and he forgets who he is. The games and the interests that he had, the personality, the sense of humor, and he feels he needs to become someone else. But here's the other thing as well. It's happening into adult men as well, thanks to the manosphere and the red pill movement. Whilst there are nuggets of wisdom and gold with these ideologies and beliefs, it actually holds a lot of men back. Not all men want to be alone. Not all men want to sleep around. Not all men want to play the field. Not all men just want to manipulate women into bed. They want something deeper and to be better. So what they become is these red pill men, these alpha males, these sigmas, whatever term you want to put there, just cut and paste and put it in there. And they forget who they are. So then it's all about validation. And a validation to them could be a DM reply. It could be a match. It could be a date. It could be a WhatsApp. And the attention is, how many women can I speak to at the same time? How many women can I date, And the rejection is, well, I got rejected. Well, I'm not good enough for any women. All women are the same. It doesn't matter what label you have, who you have. You're giving a woman power over your identity. And by doing that, it ruins your life. Because you lose who you really are. There is elements of truth in what your mother and grandmother said with dating, in just be yourself. But if you were to be the best version of yourself and unapologetically yourself, you'll be the most attractive version of yourself as well. So build yourself first. The right woman will compliment you. She doesn't complete you, though. You need to lead with self-respect and not approval-seeking nature. Remember, by building yourself first, improving yourself, and owning who you are unapologetically, this is me, arms out, proudly and boldly, that right woman fits in like a jigsaw to your puzzle, which is your life. Speaking of life, the last way you can destroy it is to wait for permission. Wait for the perfect time. The perfect time to ask that woman out, the perfect time to start that business, perfect time to study that course, the perfect time to go to the gym, the perfect time to invest in yourself, the perfect time to groom yourself, the perfect time to take a calculated risk. Okay, why not wait for motivation? Yeah, wait for the motivation to get fit and healthy. Wait for the motivation to finally record that YouTube video. Wait for the motivation to start dating again. Wait for the motivation to really, truly define who you are. Or how about wait for someone to tell you it's okay to get a new job. It's okay to start a business. It's okay to record a video. It's okay to ask that girl out. It's okay to walk away from that relationship. It's okay to invest in yourself. And then what happens? Well, that's how most men die, with regret, not pain. A study was done that most men like that, who wait for permission, prolong things, make excuses, etc., etc., they die in a very unique way. Maybe suddenly, at a very shocking age, very tragically, or maybe in their latter years. But they all have something in common. They die screaming. Now, they're not screaming because they fear death. They're screaming because they fear they never lived a day in their entire lives. So all that time in the office, all that time chasing people and women, all that people pleasing, and of course, all that time you waited for the perfect time, never came. The motivation never came. And life and time compounds. You blink and you're 30, 40, 50, 60, whatever. That's truly terrifying. That's where it's scary. Because these men never saw it coming. They never saw that time was running out. If that doesn't give you the kick up the backside that you needed, this will. Make your move now. Start small. Get stuck in. Get messy. No one's coming to save you. No one's coming to tell you. There will never be a perfect time or perfect motivation. Nothing. And that's a good thing. If you want to ruin your life, surround yourself with weak men, like I said. Give women power over your personality, identity. Wait for permission. But ultimately, just keep playing it safe. But if you want to change your life, starting from now, do the complete opposite of what any weak man does. And if you're done coasting towards failure and are terrified of dying screaming, let me help you. Book a free discovery call with me. The link is in the description down below. And let's rebuild you into the man that deserves respect. It is very easy to combat these things if this resonates with you. I've done it. Plenty of other men have done the same. Please, moving forward, do not ruin your life anymore.